right, welcome back to live coverage of the MWBA on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Happy to be joined now by Dante Mitchell, former AUS All-Star with the St. Mary's Huskies. Dante, I know you just finished your first season playing professionally in Portugal. Tell me a little bit about how that was and what kind of experience it was playing overseas.
So I think it was just different basketball compared to how it would be in the AUS. Just like, I think a lot more technical and a lot more like, how would I say it? It's just different styles, because I feel like AUS was probably more individually talented, but I feel like that was just a lot more like smarts and a lot more IQ. So it's just a different basketball I just had to adjust to, but I did really enjoy it there because, like, you know, like, I'm making a living playing basketball, so I couldn't ask for more.
Got to be a pretty cool place to live as well.
Yes, the weather was fantastic. Like, not snow once a year, so that was amazing. It rained a lot, but like, just not seeing snow once for a year was just amazing. Absolutely.
So you cheering on Ronaldo and the Euros right now?
Yeah, 100%. I became a Portugal fan because literally you go to every restaurant, everything, like, they're diehard. They support the country for soccer, and then there's, like, obviously the two biggest clubs, FC Porto and Benfica. They're big fans on that, so I really got into the soccer.
Okay, yeah. So it's your off season now, and you're here in Halifax and coming out and supporting some MWBA. What brings you out to these games?
So my girlfriend actually plays on the Lake City 56ers, Tyler Malloy. So I also like to see, like, the former Huskies play too. So, like, I really love enjoying watching Courtney Donaldson and Lina McMillan when I can, because I kept in contact with them after I left and stuff like that. So it's really good to see a lot of talent on the whole league, and just, you know, I feel like just that East Coast basketball is definitely growing, especially on the women's side.
And I want to ask you about that. I know you're doing some training here as well. Shout out Chaz and NDO. Yeah. But you're from Ontario originally.
Yeah.
Were you a little surprised when you got out here to learn about the Atlantic Canadian basketball scene? And how do you think it's grown, or what do you think is unique about basketball in this part of Canada?
Okay, so I did think that, honestly, I was very surprised about the talent that was out here. And, like, there's some very, very talented guys who are making, like, you know, who are definitely doing well for them overseas and stuff like that. And honestly, we're in Dalhousie. I'm going to shout out Kevan Vino, probably one of the best guys I've seen in the AUS. And he's Nova Scotia homegrown, so, like, there is a lot of talent out there, and there is obviously a lot of talent out in Ontario as well. But I was very surprised about the talent when I came out here, and compared to Ontario. But, like, you know, so, like, the basketball gear was very great, and I really loved my time in the AUS. I actually miss it. It made me jealous watching the AUS last year. Like, I just brought me back a lot of memories from the years I played in it and all that.
Okay, just a couple more here. So for any young basketball players who want to potentially play pro or keep playing the game at a high level, what advice would you have for them?
Honestly, just staying consistent, because I was, honestly, like, when I first got to St. Mary's, like, I really struggled with certain things, like, especially my shot, and I was really always in the gym texting Jonah, like, yo, help me with this, help me with this. So it's just the consistency that brought me to the level that I am. So I think it's just all about consistency, and you got to be able to want to improve your weaknesses. That's the biggest thing, just consistency and just wanting to improve.
Finally, what are your plans for next year, or you know, what are your plans, and how are you going through that process?
So I want to play as long as I can professionally, because, you know, you're only young once, you can only do this once, and I really love the game of basketball. And honestly, right now, like, I have some interest from some teams, some offers for some teams that I probably won't disclose right now, but, like, I'm just kind of just weighing my options and seeing how it goes and seeing what's best for me and what my family thinks is the best situation for me, and just going from there.
All right, real final question. What's your prediction for this game?
I got Lake City 56ers winning the game, and hopefully they do. I think they got a lot of talent across the board. I've seen a lot of their games, so I think they can get it done.
Awesome. Thank you, Dante. A pro here supporting the MWBA.
Right.
Great to talk to you.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more MWBA action on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Good job. Appreciate you, man. That was fun.
Hi fans, and welcome to the Dowplex here in Halifax. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching coverage of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. This is the second semifinal here at the Dowplex. It was the Thunder over the Fog by a big score earlier, short-staffed Fog team. This one features two teams that are about as evenly matched as you can get. Lake City 56ers finishing second, the 6-4 record. The Freeze third, an identical 6-4 record. The teams have played twice. Each team has a win on home court. The 56ers got that second place by virtue of point differential in those games. Long story short, they won by more points on their home court than the Freeze did in theirs. Freeze won the second matchup. You take a close look at the stats, there's not a whole lot to choose from there either. 56ers come in averaging 71.6 points per game. The Freeze right behind at 71.4. 56ers give up 68.2. The Freeze are a little better than that at 65.5. So about 2.5 points less given up by the Freeze than the Sixers. They score about the same. The previous games that we've had were 78-60 in favor of Lake City. That was on May 28th. Elizabeth Iziemi had 28 points and 7 rebounds in that game. Courtney Donaldson chipped in 17 points. Katie Daly, Katie Butts each had 14 points. Katie Butts 12 rebounds for the Freeze in that one. Iziemi was unbelievable from behind the arc in that game. Just a week later, June 2nd at Fredericton, the Freeze in come from behind fashion, 65-61. Iziemi again the leading scorer in the game with 23 points, 12 rebounds. Lillian Fuller had 12, most of them early. Courtney Donaldson, quiet by Courtney Donaldson standards with only 12 points. And for the Freeze was Bailey Russell with 14, Katie Daly with 13, and Amanda Russell with 10. Russell did not qualify for the playoffs, didn't have enough games in. That's Amanda Russell. Bailey Russell does qualify for the playoffs for the Freeze. Other Freeze scratch today will be Leah Travers, not available this weekend for the Freeze. Prior to the game and the starting lineups, we're going to get a few of the league awards presented by Commissioner Jen McKenzie to the Players of the Week and the first team, the All-Stars as well, presented. And then we'll have starting lineups, and we'll be off and running in this one. Taking a look at the 56ers lineup, it is Courtney Donaldson that leads them with 19.4 points per game. Right behind is Elizabeth Iziemi at 19.3. That puts them 2 and 3 in league scoring. The Freeze are led by Allie McCarthy in just about every category. 14.1 points, 5.1 boards, 5.1 assists, 7.1 boards, 2.5 steals for McCarthy. Amanda Russell at 12-2, of course, not available. Did not qualify. Other double-digit scores for the Freeze. Katie Butts at 10-1 and Bailey Russell at 11-4. Bailey Russell, just a phenomenal game in the playoff game on Tuesday. Nearly a triple-double. A 22-rebound triple-double at that. She was 1 assist shy of that triple-double. Unbelievable game from Bailey against the Mystics. And they were quite similar games that punched the tickets here. The 56ers beat the Hornets on the Thursday. The Hornets were actually up in that one by 16 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tough time scoring the rest of the way. And it was Lake City. All-Star presentations here. Courtney Donaldson, a first-team All-Star. Liz Iziemi, a second-team All-Star and a Player of the Week for Iziemi. Iziemi actually is a first-team All-Star. All-Stars and Player of the Week for the Freeze. Allie McCarthy, the lone Freeze All-Star. Look at some of the all-star selections and scratch your head a little bit at some of them. Teams that finish well below 500. Couple all-stars, the Freeze 6-4, third in the league, first in New Brunswick, with only one in Ali McCarthy. Speaks a little bit to the Freeze style of play as well. Spread the ball around, share the points. Aaliyah Fraser, one of the Hornets players of the week, getting presented here as well. The Hornets, of course, not making it to the Legacy Cup Final Four, or Final Quartet, if you will. We'll have the starting lineups now. Have the Freeze first, I'm sure. Freeze are going to be in the white this evening. Robbie Daly, number 9, the first starter for the Freeze. Daly, a 5'10" guard. Jane Boyle, number 10, a 5'9" forward. Ali McCarthy, 6' guard. 13 is Bailey Russell. McCarthy and Russell are the Ottawa GG connection, and what a pair they are. And 15 is Eva Tumwine. Eva been coming on extremely well here for the Freeze. Lake City starting lineup now. Courtney Donaldson out of Kelowna, BC. Kelowna secondary, U Calgary, and SMU. Lillian Fuller out of UNB wears number 3. Andrea Wright out of UPenn, Bucknell, former pro, as well as former Freeze last year. Leah Martin, number 15, starts. And there is the Emmy wearing 22. Coaches for the Freeze, Kevin Daly. Lonnie States goes, Padavard and Lonnie States for Lake City. Tumwine versus Martin. Martin has the height advantage here over Tumwine. Watch for Izzy Emmy on the run out here right off the tip. And there it is. That is for Izzy Emmy against Boyle. That's the one I was expecting right off the top. Izzy Emmy with the miss. Rebound for McCarthy. See that coming right off the tip setup. Bailey Russell on the outside. Uses the McCarthy screen. Russell loses a handle, but it's Jane Boyle for Eva Tumwine. 10 to shoot. Tumwine from 15 feet. Oh, that one was in and out for Tumwine. Rebound to Andrea Wright. Robbie Daly matching up on Courtney Donaldson. Issue there with a 24-second shot clock. Fuller to inbound. Donaldson is right there as well, and it'll be for Donaldson, I'm sure, here on the inbound. Oh, a little off of Donaldson's knee, but she corrals the ball. Fuller, nearly a travel. Boyle gets the steal. No score here. We played 45 seconds of this one ahead for Ali McCarthy. Robbie Daly in the corner into the post. Nice post entry pass. Nice pass out as well by Tumwine. Tumwine on the cut. McCarthy was expecting her to stand still there. No score yet. We played a full minute. Tells you how evenly matched these teams are. Looking for Izzy Emmy against Boyle. Andrea Wright all alone underneath. Off the loose ball. I think that was Donaldson gets the assist on that play. Eva Tumwine with the jump shot for 2. 18-footer. Ties us at 2.
Basic. Get moving. Basic. Get open, Lily. No stand. Second side. Second side. Space.
Donaldson double teamed up top. Leah Martin takes the 15-footer, then crashes the rebound. Andrea Wright finally corrals the ball. Fuller can't handle, and it's McCarthy going the other way. Bailey Russell, deep three, it's good. Freeze out to a 5-3 lead. Right for Izzy Emmy. Izzy Emmy on a drive. Gets to the rim for 2 points. Boyle guarded by Wright. Boyle right inside. First foul of the game goes to Andrea Wright. Good call. Good call there by Brent Stalker. Sends Jane Boyle to the line. Boyle for the freeze. 5.6, 5.7, 5.6 points, 5.7 rebounds. 64% free throw shooter this season is Boyle. Boyle, a former UNB Red. Makes them both. Some subs coming for Lake City. Fuller on the spin off the glass. That's going to be an over the back call. Two quick fouls on Andrea Wright. Another easy call there. Just attacking over the back. Way too aggressive on the rebound was Wright. Wright and Martin out. Checking in for Lake City is Sam Martin, number 14. As well as Lauren Armstrong, number 7, in for Lake City. McCarthy on the catch. Nice pass to Robbie Daly. That's going to be a foul on Fuller. Robbie Daly to the line. Daly with a miss on the free throw. Daly, 2 years at St. Mary's, 3 years right here at Dow. 98 AOS games for Daly. AOS all-rookie team in 2010. Makes the second for the Freeze. Played just over 3 minutes. Second semifinal winner gets the Thunder. Izzy Emmy, quick step there, gets to the rim. Into the hands of Robbie Daly off the shot. Bailey Russell has Allie McCarthy on the wing. Bailey was trying the spin move there on Armstrong. A little too much dribble for Bailey. Fuller gets in deep, kicks outside. And the 56ers can't connect on the pass. Subs coming for Lake City. It's going to be Abby Cameron, number 12. Cameron out of Glace Bay and Glace Bay High School, St. FX. This past season, first year in for Lillian Fuller. McCarthy goes behind the back. Uses the Tumwine screen. McCarthy gets free. Shot off the back rim. Rebound Izzy Emmy. Izzy Emmy with speed. Has Cameron here. Izzy Emmy on the keeper. Can't get that to go. Rebound off for the Freeze, and the Freeze have numbers. Tumwine for the cutting. Robbie Daly, who scores 2 points on the nice cut. Nice feed from Eva Tumwine to Robbie Daly. 10-4 Freeze. 4 minutes in. Armstrong. It's going to be a carry on Armstrong. No, it's going to be an offensive foul on the screen. On Sam Martin. First subs into the Freeze. It's Katie Butts, Katie Daly. '56ers working the officials heavy here in the early going. Not sure if you're picking that up on headset. Allie McCarthy. Righty on the left side, lays it in. Just went all the way around. 56ers, you got to stop the ball. 12-4 Freeze. Armstrong on the outside. That's Donaldson, guarded by Katie Daly. Tough matchup there for Katie Daly against the speedy Donaldson. Martin on the miss, the Freeze. Daly finally gets the rebound. There's going to be another foul here on the 56ers on the rebound. We're going to go to the other end and shoot. Already in the bonus are the Freeze. Team fouls are 5-0, and they are legitimately 5-0. 56ers don't think so, but it is legitimately 5-0 on the team fouls. It will come back the other way, unquestionably. Not one of those fouls that I've seen are as questionable as the Sixers think they are. But just hang on, that'll come around. These, I'm sure, will end up close to that mark by the end of the quarter. They are due, as you say. Great opportunity for me to thank some sponsors, MWBA and Royale, as well as the founding partners with the league. MWBA is a national health solution provider. MWBA is proud to help the MWBA athletes achieve their hoop dreams. And Royale, MWBA would like to thank Royale for being a founding partner. Royale is a proud supporter of the league and proudly Atlantic Canadian. Thanks as well for Proline to sponsoring Legacy Cup weekend. It is the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup. I should have said that right off the top. 12-4, 5:07 to go first quarter. Lake City continuing to work over the officials here every opportunity. Katie Daly collects a free throw. Maeva Gassam has checked in for the Freeze. Gassam wears number 3 for the Freeze. Katie Daly 2 for 2. So the Freeze, Katie Daly, Robbie Daly, Allie McCarthy, Katie Butts, and Maeva Gassam. Lake City, it's Courtney Donaldson with Elizabeth Iziemi who has the ball. There's Donaldson on the nice cut, nice delivery from Iziemi. Dynamic duo there go to work. Great cut, great pass, great score. Into the post for Butts. For Gassam, Maeva Gassam loses the handle on the dribble and is going to pick up the foul. Told you the fouls would come back the other way. This play being run for Donaldson here, I believe. Looking for Iziemi in the low post. Iziemi off glass scores 2. Robbie Daly baseline jump shot off the back of the rim, rebound into the Sam Martin's hand. It's going to be another Freeze foul. It's going to go on Katie Daly. Eve McDonald checks in for Robbie Daly. Eve almost assuredly will be checking Courtney Donaldson here. Eve, soccer player at UMB, for those not familiar. Very, very quick feet. 2 screens there. Eve still fights through. Outside Iziemi on Gassam. Freeze are going to have to do something there. Iziemi, just too much for anyone on the floor right now for the Freeze. That's why she's a first-team All-Star. Katie Butts in the post. Kick for Eve McDonald. Back for Butts. Butts, the runner through the lane. That one's no good. Katie Butts had a couple of tough games in a row. Just not getting good looks. I wouldn't say that was a good look there either for Butts. Certainly better shots available for Katie. Donaldson going to be fouled by Eve McDonald. Going to shoot 2. 2 points here can make it a 2-point game. Lillian Fuller back in for Abby Cameron. Courtney Donaldson on the line. Donaldson, outstanding resume. 4-time to the U Sports Championships, 2-time AUS champion, AUS second-team All-Star. Over 2,700 minutes played and likely will be a pro next season. Bailey Russell in for Maeva Gassam. Abby Cameron checks in. and it will be for Courtney Donaldson. So put Lillian Fuller on point guard for the 56ers. McCarthy handles on Izzy Emmy. Hedged on the Katie Butt screen. Looking high-low for Katie Daly. Can't connect, freeze turnover. And the Sixers can go ahead or tie here with a score. 2 ties, 3 goes ahead. Martin can't get it. Rebound taken away by Abby Cameron. Izzy Emmy, step back. Trying for 3, makes the 3. There's the lead for Lake City, 15-14. Big run there for Lake City. Freeze stuck here at 14 points. And really have just been giving the ball away a few too many times. And Bastion's checking in for Eve McDonald. Freeze out of sorts here on the offensive end. The last few minutes. Izzy Emmy for Sam Martin. Lillian Fuller. Teammates there, Fuller and Ann Bastion, who stepped in for the Freeze, both UNB Reds. Izzy Emmy through the lane. Rebound for Katie Butts. Good help defense there for Butts. Bailey Russell for Allie McCarthy. Allie gets right down the lane and scores 2 points. Freeze needed that bucket. Abby Mercer set to check in for the 56ers. Under 2 to go, first quarter. Winner against the Thunder tomorrow at 2:30 in the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup final. Martin, 3, rebound for Bailey Russell. Ahead for Allie McCarthy. Katie Daly, short on the 3. Katie Butts tips a rebound, but it's into the hands of Abby Cameron. Cameron on the run, outside Fuller, thought about a 3. Gets a step on Bastion and fellow Red teammate Katie Butts gets the foul. It's going to be Donaldson and Mercer. We'll check back in. Jane Boyle, Jenny Enqua in for the Freeze. Resetting the Freeze lineup, it's Enqua, Bailey Russell, Jane Boyle, Katie Daly, and Ann Bastion. And for the Sixers, it's Abby Cameron, Lillian Fuller, Courtney Donaldson, Lauren Armstrong, and Abby Mercer. On the rebound there were the Sixers. Donaldson for the kick to Cameron. Another foul there, and as I said, it's going to come back around. Last 5 fouls in a row on the Freeze. Foul goes on Ann Bastion. Bastion's first. Abby Cameron. Didn't have a free throw in her first year at St. FX. 1 for 2 here. Nearly another over the back there on Armstrong. Armstrong, dynamic player for the Holland College Hurricanes for 2 years out of Australia. Bailey Russell corrals, finds her feet, shoots a 3, and makes a 3. Under a minute to go, the Freeze up 2. Nice calm shot by Bailey Russell. Boy, Bailey has really matured here in the MWBA this season. I look where Bailey was in game 1 versus Bailey was in that playoff game on Tuesday, and it's just 2 totally different players from my perspective, just so much more confidence. Long pass ahead for Jane Boyle. Boyle for Jenny Enqua underneath. Jenny Enqua, no rim. Out of bounds off of the Freeze. 19.8 to go in the quarter. Courtney Kane Norden checks in for Lauren Armstrong. Freeze up 2. Expected a close game. We're getting a close game. It's going to be a screen for Donaldson here to free Donaldson by Kane Norden. And Bastion looking for the ball. Free switch. Donaldson on Russell, got right to the rim. 2.5 seconds to freeze. Bastion's going to have to shoot one up. Can't corral the ball. The freeze up 2 after the first. 19-17. I mentioned before, Proline is pleased to partner with the MWBA. What is sure to be an incredible season. It has been an incredible season. Incredible here as well. Atlantic Lottery's Proline Stadium, the only 100% legal sports betting destination in Atlantic Canada, and they are very proud to support this incredible league and the athletes right here. Thanks as well to Cushman Wakefield, Atlantic Canada's leader in commercial real estate, longtime partner of the league. Support for Sport is proud to be a team partner of the Hornets, the Thunder, and the 56ers. Since 2006, Support for Sport has raised over $50 million to help Nova Scotians get in the game. For more information, visit supportforsport.ca. And thanks as well to Dalhousie University for hosting this event. Great games happening here on the court, and great games happening in timeouts and between quarters. 4 members there, the Moncton Mystics, onto the court. At least 3 members of the Moncton Mystics onto the court to play that game at quarter time. Freeze up 2 after the first. Pretty entertaining first quarter. Sixers picked up 5 quick fouls. Freeze answered right back with 5 of their own. And the buzz in the building is that the Freeze is the underdog. That is the buzz. Hear everyone saying this is the Sixers game. Teams 1-on-1. The Sixers, as I say, second place by point differential. Freeze, though, have been peaking. Played really well against the Mystics. Mystics stormed back from, I think it was 19 down to tie it midway through the third quarter. Freeze pulled away again. McCarthy with Russell, Robbie Daly, Jane Boyle, and Eva Tumwine for the Freeze to start the quarter. That's Jane Boyle on the catch. Boyle back outside, 8 to shoot. McCarthy spins now, 5 to shoot. McCarthy gets it off and scores 2 points. For the Sixers, it's Cade Norden, Donaldson, Abby Cameron, Lillian Fuller, and Abby Mercer to start Q2. Courtney Kane Norden for Courtney Donaldson. Outside for Mercer from beyond the arc. Rebound, Bailey Russell. Ahead for Allie McCarthy. 3-on-2 for the Freeze. McCarthy takes the open 3. Back rim, rebound Fuller. Watch Courtney Donaldson in the corner here. There it is, the corner 3. That one rimmed out. Tapped around, and it's controlled. It's not controlled. Thought the Sixers were coming up with a handle there. Emma Cameron set to check in for the Sixers. In for Abby Cameron. Emma Cameron out of Halifax West, first year at Brandon this past season. McCarthy picked up the dribble, finds Bailey Russell, guarded by Courtney Donaldson. Little pass, a little too casual there were the Freeze on that pass. It's taken away by the Sixers. Donaldson. Cameron in for Mercer. Mercer. Nice little move there with one hand for Mercer. Catching the post, quick move. I like the quick move in the post, can't wait. McCarthy for Boyle. Boyle from just inside the arc. Was wide to the right. Rebound, Cade Norden off for Courtney Donaldson. That's who I'd look for too. Donaldson, good handle, good speed. She's going to get to the glass and can't score 2, but it's the Sixers on the rebound. Outside for Fuller, who'll take the 3. That one too strong off glass. Eva Tumwine on the board. Bailey Russell open for 3 again. That one front rim. Boyle collects a rebound. Tumwine on the roll. No good. Kungiva needed to go to the left side of the rim that time, not the right maybe. Fuller for Cameron. Cameron makes the triple, and we're back in a 1-point lead for the Sixers. Jane Boyle can't answer. Ziemi will come in the next stoppage. Keep the pressure on are the Sixers. Ziemi coming. Donaldson takes the jump shot. Kane Norden gets the rebound. Free's got to do a better job on the defensive boards. Russell picks up the loose ball ahead for McCarthy. Robbie Daly lays it in for 2 points. Leah Martin will come back in as well. Leah, one of the great personalities in the league. It's going to be an and one play for the Sixers. It looks like it's going to be Emma Cameron. It is Emma Cameron who gets up from the bottom of that pile. Ali McCarthy's first. Sixers +1. That one drops for Emma Cameron. McCarthy for Robbie Daly into the post for Katie Butts. Butts, power step off glass. Gets the foul on Leah Martin, is going to shoot 2. Strong move there from Butts, draws the foul. I actually thought it was pretty good defense from Martin from my seat 75 feet away. Butts out of Ottawa. 51's game played with UNB. 11 points and 8 rebounds over those 51 games average for Butts in the Reds uniform. Be back next season for Coach McAleenan. Cameron is wide to the left. No, that's right. Sometimes I need the lefty-righty and a little piece of tape on my fingers or something to know left from right. Katie Daly in for Robbie Daly. Freeze down 1, 6:10 to go here, second quarter. This is every bit the game we were expecting, a one-pointer. Bailey Russell from deep. That one is just going to go out of bounds. Russell can't get that spot up, 3 to go from straight on. And you're right back in, 2 fouls for Wright. Pretty quick succession. She checks in for Abby Mercer. Have to keep Wright off the offensive glass. That's where she's going to do most of her damage here for Lake City. He's within 8 feet of the bucket. There is Wright coming away with the offensive rebound for Iziemi. That's off glass for 2. Freeze have to block out. Can't let Wright and the others get in for those boards like that. McCarthy picks up the dribble. Finds Boyle. Boyle outside for Butts.
No middle, rotate.
McCarthy for Boyle. Kick outside Russell. 3 to shoot. Russell on the drive off glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound Leah Martin. Finally a foul given to Bailey Russell. Second team foul on the Freeze. Sixers only have 1 this quarter. I think that's Russell's first. I didn't quite catch the announcement. Fuller to the front court. Back to Wright. Iziemi guarded by Boyle. Far side, it's Fuller for 3. 6-point lead for the Sixers. Freeze need a bucket, little danger point of the game here for the Freeze. There is Jane Boyle with the answer. Nice backdoor cut. A nice delivery from Ali McCarthy. on the assist. Wright's going to try the dribble. Nowhere to go. Picks it up for Fuller. Fuller with a nice move off glass. Scores 2 points with the banker. Lead back to 6. Lauren Armstrong will check in. Katie Butts off glass for 2. See if that gets Katie Butts started. Got the good look that time. Back to a 4-point game. Under 4 to go. First half. Bailey Russell. Ahead for Allie McCarthy. Nice acrobatic move from McCarthy. Bailey Russell on the steal there in the low post. Emma Cameron camped in the lane and then screamed for it. That's going to draw the defense. Iziemi for 3. I thought that was good. There's Wright, works on the offensive glass again. Could have been a trip there on Wright as Daly went down. Wright slow to get up. Boyle at the other end for the 3. Freeze now up 3. Up 1 rather with the 3. 33-32. Thinking about a timeout on the Lake City side. Wright looks to back in on McCarthy off the side of the backboard. Not a great shot there for the Sixers. Katie Daly tries the 3. Rebound, Bailey Russell. Back for Allie McCarthy for 3. No good. Jane Boyle on the tip into the hands of the Sixers and Emma Cameron. Iziemi, you got to stop the ball here. She's danger. Katie Butts, okay defense. Got a hand up. Forced Iziemi into a tough shot. Jane Boyle just blew a tire there, but Bailey Russell somehow was there for that ball. Russell for Butts. Whoa, beautiful pass. Butts finishes on the second one. Cost the Freeze an assist on the first miss. But what a beautiful play by Bailey Russell. There you see this on the replay. Great work here by the crew from Maritime Athletic Profiles. There you see Russell should have had the assist, but instead it's Butts gets the offensive rebound and the putback. Freeze will take the 2 points to put them up 3. They were up 2 at the end of the first quarter. There's a nice look inside the Freeze huddle. Thanks once again to sponsors MetaV and Royale, founding sponsors of the league, as well as Atlantic Lottery Corporation, Cushman Wakefield, and Support for Sport. .2:16 to go first half, and this has been every bit the ball game we expected. Not a lot to choose from in these teams, even when you go across the stat lines. Talked about points. Assists, the Freeze a little bit more higher in the assists, 17.1 versus 12.9. Rebounds, Freeze, 50.1 to 47.9. Steals almost identical. Blocks almost identical. Turnovers, the Freeze average about 1 more a game. Fouls, the Sixers give a couple more. 2-point shooting is within a percentage. 3-point shooting within a percentage. Freeze slightly better, about 4 points better from the free throw line. Really not a lot to choose from in these clubs in the stat department. And not a lot to choose from here on the scoreboard either. Been a back and forth game. Looks like we got some subs there. Andrea Wright out. Armstrong in. Armstrong, Leah Martin, Sam Martin. That is Lillian Fuller and Abby Cameron on for the Sixers. Kick for Sam Martin. Jammed on the side of the rim, rebound for Tumwine. Oh, there's a easy steal by Fuller. Collision there in the lane. Fuller dropped. I think Tumwine had the contact. I was watching the ball a little closer on that one. There's Fuller through the lane. Rebound tap by Butts. Controlled by Katie Daly off for Allie McCarthy. For the Freeze, there is Tumwine in the post with Katie Daly, Robbie Daly, Katie Butts, who makes the three-pointer, and Evie Tumwine. Katie Butts, take 1 or 2 of those a game. Hasn't been making them quite as often this season. Not sure Coach McAleenan wants Butts shooting from that deep, but the Freeze play a little freer. Let Butts take that on occasion. Freeze +6. Minute 5 to go, first half. Armstrong on the spin. 2 to shoot, Armstrong. Can't get that one to go. Rebound, Allie McCarthy. Ahead for Katie Butts, who's running the floor. Catches the ball and scores. Give Katie Butts at least 7 here in the first half. Freeze +8. Looks like they're going to have the lead at half. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Fuller. Kick outside to Armstrong. Armstrong for Leah Martin. 9 to shoot. 5 to shoot now. Martin, tough handle, 2 to shoot. Martin's going to have to launch one. Not a good look there for the Sixers in the last minute. McCarthy collects the rebound. About a 1 second differential here. Katie Butts tries it again and makes another long 2 for Katie Butts. Give Katie Butts at least 9 now in this first half. Freeze, push the lead to 10. Under 10 seconds to go here in the first half. What a push here at the end of the second quarter for the Freeze. 2-1, Martin again has to launch and makes at the buzzer. Leah Martin, nice score for Lake City. That's an important bucket. Keep that score single digits at the half. 42-34 Freeze. So Lake City scores 17 in each quarter. Freeze get 19 in the first and 23 in the second. I think that adds up. 15 on the board. We're going to go to halftime with the Freeze 42. Lake City 56ers 34. Second semifinal here at the Landmark Lottery Proline Stadium Legacy Cup. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching Maritime Athletic Profiles here on YouTube. Come on back. 14 and a half minutes. We'll have the second half.
1-2.
Joined now by Katie Butts. Katie, frees up 8 on the 56s here at half. That was a seesaw first half. You had a big impact in that second quarter.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we're all doing really well right now. We just can't, we got to keep going with the pressure.
That's the game plan, second half, keep the pressure up?
Yeah, keep the pressure up, keep the momentum. We can't let their shooters shoot. We can't let Courtney and Izzy get hot, because that'll be a problem for us if they do. Yeah.
And Katie, last question before I let you go back here in the second half. You already told me the keys to the second half. Are you going to look for some more production out of your bench as well?
Yeah, I mean, we're a really deep team, and so when given the chance, they're just as fantastic. I mean, this game I'm a bench player, right? So we're all really talented, and we all have a lot to give. So as long as we keep the team energy, we're good.
Thanks, Katie. Good luck in the second half. Folks, come on back in about 5 minutes. We'll have second half action. Joined by Emma Cameron now of the Lake City 56ers. Thanks for being here. Down 8 to the Freeze at half. Everybody knew coming in this was going to be a close one. It was like that most of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Freeze a late push. What's your answer in the second half?
We just got to keep playing as a team. You know, we got to keep communicating on defense and getting back in offense. We're getting really good transition looks, so we just got to cut that off. And on offense, we just got to keep moving the ball. We're being a little bit stagnant, so, you know, cut, screen, find an open player, draw people in, and hit the shooter.
Okay, you've got 2 first-team All-Stars here.
Yeah.
When things get tough and close, the ball goes to those guys a lot, those 2 players, and Izzy Emi and Donaldson. I expect a steady diet of those 2 in the second half.
Yes. Yeah, those 2 have been tremendous to learn from. I love them both, and they're both phenomenal players, and they've been great leaders for our team.
And last question, your experience in this league, what do you think?
It's great, you know, I'm a little bit on the younger side, so coming back home and playing in front of my family, it means a lot.
Excellent, good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come on back, folks, we'll be back with the second half shortly. Hi folks, welcome back for the second half, about a minute away here. Getting play under the way. Proline Stadium Legacy Cup semifinal number 2. Winner here gets the Thunder. Thunder rolled over the fog this morning. Pardon me, this morning. Earlier this evening. It wasn't this morning, it was earlier this evening. Just feels like it's been a long day here already. Drive down from Fredericton to Halifax, beautiful day for a drive. Not too hot, not too sunny for the second semifinal here at Proline Stadium Legacy Cup, where it is the Fredericton Freeze 42, the Lake City 56ers 34. 56ers send out Donaldson, Fuller, Izzy Emi, Wright, and Leah Martin. It's going to be Sixers ball to start the second half for the Freeze. It is Robbie Daly, Bailey Russell, Ali McCarthy, Eva Tamwine, and Jane Boyle. A couple good halftime interviews. Katie Butts first, and then Abby Cameron for the 56ers. Just a couple seconds away here. We'll reset the clock and be set to go. 20 minutes away, maybe more, from deciding who plays the Thunder tomorrow at 2:30 right here at the Dowplex. Third place game will be the Fog versus the loser of this one at 12:30. Freeze +8 entering the second half. Leads me not a lot in this league, that small, one single digits. Seen tons of comebacks this season, in fact, involving these teams. Sixers came back from down 15 partway through the third in their playoff game on Thursday night to punch their ticket here to the Dowplex today. Donaldson for Liam Martin. She scored at the end of the first half, gets the first 2 here to start the second. 4-0 run for Liam Martin, if you will. McCarthy, scoop shot off glass. Tough rebound, Izzy Emi comes away with it. I think McCarthy there was thinking pass first and ended up having to shoot it. There's Izzy Emi on the reverse, slick move. Lizzie Izzy what a move there from the first team All-Star. 4-point game, big contact here up top by Tumwine and Martin. Robbie Daly picks up the dribble. 8 to shoot. Bailey Russell's going to launch a long three, front rim. Rebound to Lillian Fuller. In a 4-point game now. First 4 of the half. Make it 7 of that. Oh no, I thought that one was down. But it's Izzy on the carom. Back for Donaldson. Donaldson gets a step and can't get the lay-in to go. Izzy with the tip. Finally, it's Bailey Russell. Bailey Russell on Leah Martin. Ahead for Jane Boyle for 2 points. Good body control by Bailey Russell. I think Leah Martin might have actually been trying to give the foul there, stop the ball. Good answer from the freeze, and there's Allie McCarthy with a deflection. Stop that 4-0 run to start the quarter by the Sixers with that bucket. Fuller. Fuller makes the triple. Just takes what the defense gives. Back to a 3-point game. Wright knocks that one out. Tough catch for Allie McCarthy. Passed us a little too much mustard on it. Out of bounds. Over to Lake City. Shout out if you're watching along at home. Whether you're in your living room or on the golf course, happy to have you along. Andrea Wright, baseline. That one around the world and out for Andrea Wright. Not sure how that one didn't drop, but it didn't. Eva Tumwine to the front court. Allie McCarthy from behind the arc is good. That's a triple. For McCarthy, lead back to 6. How quick things can turn here. Pass inside. Tough catch for Donaldson. Donaldson against McCarthy. Good defense for Allie McCarthy there. Sixers again working the officials, wanted to foul. Telegraph pass that time. And Robbie Daly gets the block though on Fuller. Now Daly at the other end finds Bailey Russell in the corner for 3. That one too strong. Boyle on the tap, but it's Izzy on the board. She's very good on the boards, is Izzy Izzy head of scheme for Fuller. That's 3 points. That one goes through. Katie Butt set to check in for the freeze. 3-point game. Freeze led by 8 at half. Russell was looking for McCarthy. That's right into the hands of Fuller. Lauren Armstrong up off the bench. Will come in the next opportunity. Izzy makes the 3 and ties it at 47. Boyle, that one is wide left. Rebound Izzy Pass inside for Wright, who gives the Sixers a lead by 2. As I said before, Wright's going to do most of her damage within 8 feet of the rim to keep her out of those zones. Boyle knocked away by Wright. Knocked right back, though, by Boyle, but it's into the hands of Donaldson, ahead for Izzy Butts on the tap, into the hands of Allie McCarthy, ahead for Bailey Russell. Russell for Tumwine. Robbie Daly on the cut, off glass. Lost the feet there, did Robbie Daly. Tough catch. Right on the rebound for Donaldson. Sixers up 2. Plus 10 this quarter for Lake City. Make it plus 13 as Donaldson with the rainbow, and it's timeout Freeze. Freeze might have wanted that timeout just a bit sooner. Suddenly you're down 5. You're up 8 at the half. Plus 13 this quarter in under 5 minutes for Lake City. And it really has been the duo of Izzy and Donaldson who connect there on that 3-pointer. Another great replay from the folks at Maritime Athletic Profiles. Thanks once again to Medavie Royale, Atlantic Lottery Proline Stadium, Cushman Wakefield, and Support for Sport for being sponsors of the MWBA. Good look at the freeze huddle there. Down 5, it'll be freeze ball out of the timeout and some subs in. Almost wholesale changes for the freeze. 4 new bodies. It is Eve McDonald, Bailey Russell, Ann Bastion, Katie Daly, and Katie Butts. This may be too many subs all at one time for the freeze. A pretty happy Lake City bench. Leah Martin, Courtney Donaldson, Lillian Fuller, Lauren Armstrong, and Abby Mercer, the 5 off the bench for Lake City. Butts for McDonald. And Bastion looking for a screen from Katie Butts. Bastion instead goes the other way. Back up top, 3 to shoot. Katie Daly's got to get to the rim, blocked inside. It's going to be a shot clock violation on the freeze. Freeze just too stagnant on offense that time. Took way too long to get into a set. That's what I say about bringing 4 players off the bench. Not in that game speed rhythm, you sub 4 at a time. Martin for Donaldson. Donaldson might have got away with a walk there. Looked like a shuffle of the feet to me. Give her the benefit of the doubt. Behind the back. No good. 2 to shoot. Leah Martin can't beat the buzzer that time. She did at the end of the first half. Bailey Russell calling for a screen. Looking for it from Katie Butts. Russell step back 3 and make. Big bucket from Bailey Russell. Sixers looking for a push off there. I don't agree. Armstrong for Donaldson. Donaldson on Eve McDonald, hands off for Leah Martin. Leah Martin makes from 18. Said before, Leah Martin, one of my favorite people in the league. Just love watching Leah play, have since her university days. Bailey Russell from the outside again is good. And it's a 1-point game. Good response from this freeze group. That one bad possession on offense gave up the 24-second violation. Reach-in foul on Katie Daly, on Lauren Armstrong, and now some subs for Lake City. Lizzie Ziemi, as well as Abby Cameron. In for Lillian Fuller and Courtney Donaldson. As we expected, off the top in this one, it's going to be close most of the way through. The Freeze had a bit of a lead at the end of halftime, but this quarter is plus 11 for Lake City off that Iziemi score. And Bastion looks for Eve McDonald. It's another 3 from the outside from Bailey Russell. Unbelievable 3 threes in quick succession for Russell, and we're tied at 56. Inside is Abby Mercer, who just got behind the defense. And I think that was Iziemi on the dime there on that one. Nice dish, whoever it was. Daly back for Butts. Butts for the tie. No good. Rebound Iziemi. Butts is going to have to get out of there. Iziemi's too quick for Katie Butts. That part of the court. Nice screen by Leah Martin. Corner kick. 3 is way too long into the hands of Eve McDonald. Lauren Armstrong right up on Bailey Russell that time. Not going to give Bailey another look. She just made 3 3-pointers in a row. Bailey Russell for 4 in a row. No good. Rebound for Armstrong. Rebound for Bailey Russell. Martin got a hand in. Russell's going to have to go to the floor to get that one. Armstrong down, off for Leah Martin. Scrappy play there by the Sixers to get that ball. Leah Martin tried a circus shot that time. Katie Daly off for Bailey Russell. Again, Bailey launches. That one is wide left. 2 misses in a row from Russell after 3 makes. Sixers +2, Maeva Gasm in for Katie Butts, and Ali McCarthy in for Ann Bastian. Frees go a bit small here against this lineup, but Leah Martin goes out and Sam Martin goes in, so the size advantage isn't so much as it would have been for the Sixers. That's Gasm on Sam Martin. Katie Daly was there on the rebound. Foul called. Abby Mercer called with the push on the rebound, I think. Bailey Russell will go out. Rest up that hot hand. Jane Boyle checks in. 1:21 to go here. Third quarter. Highly entertaining contest. The Proline Stadium Legacy Cup second semifinal. Katie Daly launches. Can't get that to go. Katie Daly coming back off injury in that first playoff game on Tuesday evening. Limited in minutes. I think I've seen a few more minutes here in this one. Izzy Emmy gets a step. Now kicks outside for Cameron. Cameron, nice finish high off glass for Abby Cameron. 4-point lead, under a minute to go for the Sixers here in Q3. Katie Daly outside for Eve McDonald. Ali McCarthy, long 2 is good. It's a 2-point game, 45 seconds to go. Third quarter. Sixers with the ball and the lead. Sam Martin looking for a handoff, nowhere to go. Gasm gets a hand in, McCarthy gets a hand in to Freeze with the steal. Gasm ahead for McCarthy. Izzy Emmy's going to knock it out of bounds. 19.4 on the game clock, 19 on the shot clock. Freeze can essentially hold for the last shot of this quarter. Courtney Donaldson just jumped up off the bench to check herself in. Bailey Russell in for Eve McDonald. McCarthy for Katie Daly. Didn't need the 3 that early. But is Maeva Gasm on the rebound. Gasm stepped through, off glass, no good. Rebound tipped out to Donaldson. Early shot for the Freeze. Should have played for the last one of the quarter, in my view. Didn't need that early 3. They're going to give up 2 at the other end. No, they're not. Thought that was going to be a lay-in. Bailey Russell, the long heave. 60-58. For Lake City. So it's +10 for Lake City in that quarter. Lake City goes 26-16 in the third. Take the lead by 2, 10 minutes to go here in the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup. Second semifinal winner gets the Thunder. Loser gets the Fog. Thanks to sponsors Medivy, National Health Solution Provider. Medivy supports initiatives that improve the well-being of Canadians. That's their mission, and that's why they're proud to be a founding partner. Thanks as well to Royale. Royale would like to thank, MWBA would like to thank founding partner Royale. Royale, proud supporter, the MWBA, and proudly Atlanta Canadian. Thanks as well, Cushman Wakefield, Atlanta Canada's leader in commercial real estate. Sport for Sport, proud to be a team partner. The Hornets, Thunder, Sixers. Since 2006, support for sport has raised over $50 million to help Nova Scotians get in the game. For more information, visit Sport for Sport. And it might as well thank Atlantic Lottery Corporation Proline as well. Atlantic Lottery's Proline, thrilled to partner with MWBA. What is sure to be an incredible season. It has been. Incredible 10 minutes remain here in the second semifinal. Proline Stadium, the only 100% legal sports betting destination in Atlanta, Canada. So 10 to play, Freeze down 2. And this is going to be Lake City's ball. Did we have another jump ball in that quarter? Lake City got it out of half. Must have had another jump ball somewhere. I don't recall there being one, but there must have been. If it's Lake City ball here. Donaldson, Izzy who takes the three. No good there. Sam Martin fights for the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds off of the Freeze, as well as Abby Mercer and Emma Cameron. They are your 5 Lake City 56ers. For the Freeze, it is the starting 5 back on the court. There's Tumwine with the catch. Foul given by Sam Martin. Tumwine, McCarthy, Jane Boyle, Robbie Daly, and Bailey Russell. First Sixer foul, second on Martin. McCarthy inbounds for Robbie Daly. Tumwine in the post from 15. No good. Rebound into the hands of Emma Cameron. Off for Courtney Donaldson. Donaldson right to the glass. Courtney Donaldson so good but can't make the layup. Donaldson looking for a foul. McCarthy into the paint. Power step blocked away by Abby Mercer. It's going to stay Freeze ball with 13 on the shot clock. Tough inbound there for the Freeze, and it's taken away by Cameron. Freeze take it right back. No, it's into the hands of the Sixers. Freeze just not aggressive enough on that loose ball. Long shot made there by Abby Cameron. By the Wolfville and Kings Edge Hill. 4-point lead. 9 minutes to play, just under for Lake City. Freeze. Offense hasn't looked great here in the fourth. Tumwine too strong. Rebound Izzy and Sam Martin actually came away with the ball. Katie Butts will check in. Next chance. That one doesn't go. Russell sticks a fork in the rebound, and we're to the front court now. Russell right down the lane, fouled. Sam Martin, I think, gets that foul. Little swing in the arm there for Martin. And a big smile from Sam. Knows that was a foul. Sends Bailey Russell to the line. Katie Butts in for Eva Tumwine. 8:23 to go. Big free throws here for the Freeze. Bailey Russell connected at a 63% clip this season. Got to the line about 2 times a game, making about 1.2 roughly. Short on the first for Russell. Averaged 11.4 points and 6 rebounds a game for the Freeze in her first season in the league. Leah Martin, Courtney K. Norden will check in for the Sixers. The next stoppage. Russell for Donaldson. Pass a little too strong. Donaldson's got to like that matchup on Boyle. Katie Butts out for the double team. Boyle into the hands of Sam Martin. Donaldson. Step back 3. It bounces over the front rim. Shooter's bounce there for Donaldson. Substitutions in. Fuller in as well for Lake City. And I'll just reset Lake City. It's Kay Norden, Donaldson, Izzy Leah Martin, and Lillian Fuller. With the 6-point lead, 7:50 to go here in the fourth quarter of the second semifinal. Russell, Butts, Boyle, McCarthy, and Robbie Daly for the Freeze. That rebound into the hands of the Sixers and Lillian Fuller. Donaldson, quick step again, gets to the rim. Acrobatic shot. Rebound tipped by Butts into the hands of Russell. Thought about the long pass for McCarthy and said, no, let's just take care of the ball this trip. Instead, they don't take care of the ball, and it's going to be a turnover and now a foul on Allie McCarthy trying to get it back. There's good patience initially not to try the long heave. with a little too much handle along the top of the key. Katie Daly in for Robbie Daly, 8 in for 9 on the white jerseys for the Freeze. Donaldson for Martin. Leah Martin's made a couple of those shots. Ali McCarthy on the rebound. McCarthy ahead for Katie Daly. Katie Daly draws the foul inside. Could be Kane Norden, could be Izzy Emmy. It is Izzy Emmy who draws the foul. Izzy Emmy's first, team's third. Freeze have won this quarter. Lauren Armstrong will check in. Katie Daly to the line for Fredericton. Daly overcame a knee injury in high school to walk on with the UMB Reds. Great story of perseverance for Katie Daly. Unbelievable competitive streak for Daly. It's an AUS all-rookie team member in 2018-19. 4-point game, 6:43 to go. It was Armstrong in for Donaldson. Armstrong for Fuller, for Izzy Emmy up top. Izzy Emmy on the dribble. Izzy Emmy, acrobatic shot. Tough catch for Katie Butts, off for Katie Daly. That shot doesn't go down. Jane Boyle with the rebound foul, crashing from behind. Boyle's first, team second. Tick towards the 6-minute mark here. 6 minutes even to play now. In quarter 4, Izzy Emmy step back. Quick feet, makes the lead 6. Freeze need a little attitude change here. They're looking a little stagnant. The offensive end of the court. That's Butts. Butts off glass. Freeze too much one-on-one. Same thing happens to the Mystics. Team fouls now 3-3 as Butts gets the foul on the rebound action. Butts first. Robbie Daly in for Jane Boyle. Lizzie Ziemi hiding in the corner. You got to watch that one. Guarded by Bailey Russell in this possession. Martin back for Armstrong. Thought about the three. He's going to dribble instead. Down underneath. It's going to be out of bounds. Staying with Lake City with 8 on the shot clock. Someone knocked away by Katie Daly there. Was screened on that play. Fuller for 3, short, into the hands of Ali McCarthy. Long pass for Bailey Russell, nicely defended by Lillian Fuller. It's going to stay Freeze basketball though. Long count there on the inbound. Katie Butts gets the drive and can't get the rebound to go. Freeze again, a lot of one-on-one play here in this quarter. Got to work that ball around the way they did in quarter 2, and even in quarter 3, the ball moved better. There's Leah Martin off good ball movement from the Sixers. 8-point lead for Lake City. Butts too strong off glass, can't get the rebound to go either, but it's Fuller into the front court with the 8-point lead to score here, and it's double digits. Got to be thinking about a timeout if you're Fredericton, if there's points on the board this trip. Robbie Daly takes the jump shot. That's no good. Katie Butts blocked from behind by Leah Martin. Butts fights for it. It's going to go down out of bounds. We're going to stay Freeze basketball Eva Tumwine in for Katie Butts. Butts, a great second quarter. Tough stretch here in the second half for Butts and for the Freeze. Stuck 8, 4:15 to go, need points. Allie McCarthy gives them 2. Four minutes to play. 6-point game. Courtney Donaldson will check in probably for the final 4 minutes. Knocked away at a Viziemi. This is going to be a jump ball. I think this should stay freeze ball as the Lake City 56ers had it to start the quarter. We have not had another one to my knowledge. Timeout taken by Lake City. Get one final thank you in here for all of the league sponsors. MWBA Royale, founding partners of the MWBA, as well as Cushman Wakefield, a longtime partner. Support for Sport, supporting the three Nova Scotia-based teams, as well as Atlantic Lottery Corporation and Proline Stadium, the title sponsor of the Legacy Cup weekend here at the Dowplex. Third place game goes tomorrow at 12:30. It'll be the Port City Fog versus the loser of this one. And right now the Freeze are stuck 6, 69-63. And the winner of this gets the Halifax Thunder, who rolled over a short-staffed Fog team in the 5:30 game. But this one has been close as expected. Big push in that third quarter, plus 10 by Lake City to lead there, and then they're plus 4 in this quarter as well. 3:48 to go. Freeze ball. Down 6. McCarthy draws the foul. I think this is going to be on Donaldson. Donaldson actually looked to have a good portion of the ball on the block. It's going to be Lillian Fuller from behind. McCarthy makes the first. Couldn't see there, screened by both of the Sixers coaches. So I have been much of the game here. Haven't been able to see much in this near corner. One of the job hazards here is just not being able to see part of the time when the coaches are up from my position. Donaldson with the lob. That's just not a great pass there. Katie Daly with the interception. Courtney Kane Norton's going to pick up the foul on the contact with Katie Daly. 5-point game. McCarthy was 1 of 2. Will be in the bonus. Katie Daly will go to the line. So 3:18 to go. It's Katie Daly, Robbie Daly, Eva Tumwine, Bailey Russell, and Allie McCarthy for Fredericton. Leah Martin, Courtney Donaldson, Courtney Kane Norton, Lillian Fuller, and Lauren Armstrong for the 56ers. 4-point game. Daly good in the first to make it a one-possession game with a free throw is Katie Daly. Fuller guarded by McCarthy. Dynamic Iziemi not on the court right now for the Sixers. You can bet she's coming back in pretty shortly. Martin kicks. Fuller gets to the elbow, can't make the shot. Rebound for the Freeze, and there is Iziemi, just as I spoke the words. Coach says, let's go, it's time. Tumwine from 18 feet. can't get the bounce, can't get the second bounce. McCarthy is there for two. And we're in a 1-point game with 2:40 to go here in quarter four. Winner goes to the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup final tomorrow. Is overtime looming as one team got a little burst here at the end. Sam Martin also checked in. There's Leah Martin off glass for 2 points. Hi to Leah Martin there. Smart play by Leah Martin. Really impressed with Martin's game. Robbie Daly can't answer for two. Ball batted around, and it's Bailey Russell who picks it up. 10 on the shot clock, now 9. Eva Tumwine with 4 to shoot. Tumwine gets up along 2, rebound to Courtney Kane Norden Freeze. With a wasted trip, wasted opportunities, that trip up the court. Kane Norden steps back for 3. Leah Martin just crashes the glass, uses the length again, gets another possession with a 3-point lead. 1:35 to go now in the game. Pardon me, in the fourth quarter, might not be the game. Corner kick, Kane Norton's going to try the 3 again. That one also doesn't go down. Ahead for Allie McCarthy off glass, and it's a 1-point game again. Subs are in. Jane Boyle will check in. This is just subs. This is just subs. This isn't anything other than subs. Players were coming in for a timeout. It's 1:21 in a 1-point game. Sixers ahead. Izzy Emmy, Donaldson, Fuller, Sam Martin, Lauren Armstrong. And for the Freeze, Boyle, a double dose of Daly, McCarthy, and Bailey Russell. Freeze double outside Armstrong. Now Armstrong to the rim, and Armstrong fouled by Bailey Russell. Lauren Armstrong will go to the line. First one doesn't go. 59 seconds to go in this one. Freeze, I'm sure, will take timeout if this one goes through. It doesn't go through, and it's rebounded by the Freeze. Ahead for Allie McCarthy. McCarthy for Jane Boyle. Jane Boyle off glass, no good. McCarthy crashes for the rebound out of bounds off the Freeze. That's one you think you got to get if you're the Freeze. You get a lay-in on the run. Too strong off glass, though, for Boyle. Freeze down 1 point, need a stop. If you're the Sixers, take care of the ball, get a good shot. Izzy Emmy to create. Armstrong for Donaldson. Three-pointer here would be nearly a dagger for the Freeze. Donaldson shakes, bakes, gets to the rim, rolls through, and it's going to be a three-point play the hard way to go through for the Freeze. For the Sixers. There's going to be a timeout. Freeze taken, 33.4 to go. 3-point lead for the 56ers. Could be 4. Donaldson to the line. If I'm the 56ers, I'm not sure I'd want anyone else on the line other than Courtney Donaldson. Courtney Donaldson shot it at 85%. That's tops among anyone averaging better than an attempt a game for the 56ers. There's a look at the 56ers huddle. And if you're the Freeze, you think a lot about that third quarter. That was a tough run. The Freeze couldn't get stopped by the 56ers. We're waiting for subs. It didn't happen, didn't get a timeout. And then also you look at that last lay-in there by Boyle that would have, I think, at that point in time, yes, it would have. I think put the Freeze up by 1. It would have been 71-70. Freeze would have scored to go ahead, but didn't get it to go down, and down the other way. It's Courtney Donaldson going to work for the and one attempt as we come out of the huddle. The 3-point lead, Courtney Donaldson can make this really tough for the Freeze with a make from the line. What a game this has been. As we said off the top, not a lot to choose from in this one. Donaldson. To make it a 2-possession game, this is big. And there it is. Timeout free, so consecutive timeouts here. This one will be to advance the ball, I'm sure, and to call an offensive play. Second in the last 2 minutes. Questioning the timeout strategy here of the Freeze a little bit on this last attempt. You're down 3. There was no sixer pressure coming. If you're going to get a quick shot, you're going to get a quick shot anyway. I'm not sure what your strategy would be too different here. I'm not a coach. I'm the announcer. Leave that to the coaching staff, but have to wonder. Now you don't have another one left. If you do get the score, you only take 2 in the last 2 minutes. So if you need one, you don't have one left to use here after using 2. It's essentially no time going off the clock. They do advance, but again, there was no pressure coming. And sometimes it can be tougher to get it in the half court than the full court as well. Izzy Emmy is going to guard the inbounder, Katie Daly. McCarthy, Russell, Daly, and Boyle, the 5 for the Freeze. Bailey Russell on the catch. Russell, jab step. Russell to the line is going to be fouled. Freeze will get to shoot 2 with 28.6 on the clock. Foul goes on Lillian Fuller. Let's see if Bailey Russell can knock a couple down. Russell good on the first. Makes them both. It's a 2-point game, 28.6 seconds to go. Sixers are ahead. The Freeze need a stop and score. It's going to be a foul on Russell. Izzy Emmy caused a lot of that contact, but Russell wasn't quite there. Russell's third. That's going to send Izzy Emmy to the line. The Freeze be looking for a miss from the line from Izzy Emmy. Izzy Emmy shot it at 70% on 6 attempts, 6.6 attempts per game, made 4.6. Izzy Emmy makes the first. So the Freeze looking for a miss here on the second with 25.8 to go. Three-pointer would tie right now. To put us back to a 2-possession game, it's Izzy Emmy. Good on the second as well. Now Freeze, no timeouts, so they got to go quick this time. McCarthy. Izzy Emmy knocks that away. It's going to stay Freeze ball. 14 on the shot clock, 15.8 on the game clock. Freeze need a quick score and then another stop. Really a steal. So Freeze are going to have to go into a foul situation. Inbounded for Ali McCarthy. McCarthy right to the lane for 2 points. 2-point game, 10 seconds to go. Should be stopping the clock on every score here. Clock did not stop, so referees blow it down. Gives the Freeze an opportunity to set the press, so it's a little bit of a break for the Freeze. We're going to reset the clock to 12 point. I think I heard the referee say 12-2. .2 on the clock, and only shows 12 in here. And it's Freeze ball off that inbound play. I was blocked again by Coach Javard. I didn't get an opportunity to see that. So down 2 with 12 seconds to play. Freeze with an opportunity to tie or go ahead here with a score. There's McCarthy. Off for Russell for the lead. It's good! Bailey Russell! And it's timeout, Sixers. Russell puts the Freeze up by 1 with a deep 3. 6.6 seconds on the game clock. I think we're going to reset this to about 7 or 8 seconds. And that'll be the opportunity for the Lake City 56ers. Bailey Russell with the biggest shot of the season for the Freeze right now. puts the Freeze up 1. What a shot for Bailey Russell. 7 point something on the clock. It shows 7 even here in-house. Big shot, Bailey. I've been calling her that for 3 or 4 games now. Of course, I'm the usual Freeze announcer. Pleased to be here for this one. What have the Sixers got? Who you going to? Courtney Donaldson? Lizzie Iziemi? One of them creating, going to the line. Freeze, no foul situation here. Same group on the floor for the Freeze, no substitutions. 7.8 showing on the game clock. Now it was only at 7 as we went into the timeout. Not sure what changed here, but 7.8 now showing. Sixers advance. Sixers, Armstrong, Fuller, Leah Martin, Courtney Donaldson, Lizzie Ziemi. Those 5 need a point or two in the final 7.8 seconds to decide who goes to the final tomorrow against the Thunder. Donaldson gets to the rim. It goes through. A last-second score for Courtney Donaldson, and it is Lake City 78-77 over the Fredericton Freeze. What a semifinal this has been here for Lake City. Freeze got a little bit of a broken play there from Leah Martin up top. Found Courtney Donaldson, and Courtney Donaldson, with the biggest bucket of the Sixers season, sends them to the final against the Halifax Thunder. Freeze. Tremendous fight back at the end of that quarter. Come up a point short on the big bucket by Donaldson at the buzzer. Unbelievable action here in the Atlantic Lottery Proline Stadium Legacy Cup semifinal 2. Matchups will set tomorrow. Freeze and Port City at 12:30 for bronze. Lake City and the Thunder tomorrow at 2:30 for the gold. Very little separated these teams all season. Very little separated them here at the end. It was a Donaldson make as time expired that sends Lake City to the final. I'm going to see if I can get an interview, and I would love it if it would be Courtney Donaldson here out of this one. So I'm just going to go off headset here for a second, see if I can get an interview with Donaldson or one of the Sixers here just in advance of tomorrow's game. Either way, I'll come back for a quick wrap-up here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Joined now by Courtney Donaldson. Courtney, last second shot. Have you had one of those in your career ever?
No, that's actually my first one. That's my first one that I've made, at least. I've had a couple, but it's an amazing feeling to be able to make it this time. So.
It's tough to believe there's not one of those on your resume somewhere else. It really is.
It's been a lot of misses. I can't lie. There's been about 5 misses before that one, so I'm just happy I got this one.
Not much to choose from these two teams, the Freeze and the Sixers, all year long, 6-4 in the standings.
Yeah.
You guys got second place by point differential in the head-to-head, which was 1-1. It was a back-and-forth game. You knew it was going to be close.
Yeah.
Words for the Freeze.
They're such a tough team. I love their coach. I have so much respect for their coach and the players on their team. Like, they just go hard, and you can't not respect that. Like, the hustle, the rebounds, they're just a tough rebounding team, and that's been our weakness, and we just had to box out, and oh my gosh, that was a tough battle for sure.
And now let's look forward to tomorrow. You get the Thunder. The Thunder rolled over the Fog here by a big score over a short staff Fog team. You've seen the Thunder pretty recently.
Yeah.
What do you got in store for them tomorrow?
Honestly, we got to stick together, play as a team, and we'll be in good shape for sure.
Very good. Congratulations on the win tonight. Enjoy this one, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Folks, that'll do it here from the Dowplex. It is the Lake City 56ers 78, the Fredericton Freeze 77 on the last second shot make by Courtney Donaldson here at the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup. So it'll be the Sixers taking on the Thunder tomorrow at 2:30 in the first place game, the Freeze. After coming up just a half a second short here, we'll get the Fog in the third place game at 12:30. Come on back to Maritime Athletic Profiles tomorrow for coverage of the finals and the bronze medal game here from the Nowplex. Everyone here at the MWBA and Maritime Athletic Profiles. I'm Bill Gibson. What a blast this has been. Absolute fun to call this one. See you tomorrow.